Hello and welcome back to Rodents of Unusual Size. We have finished the hold, and we are at Post Mastery, which is this section up here. Some of these rooms I think I could have done... I think I could have done earlier. I see you. Broken wall. But... maybe I couldn't have gotten into the center here. Warning, this room requires a specific quirk of the way the lemming is scripted that you might not find in other lemming holds. Ominous. I also see that there is a projection there. Immediately, that means two things. One, I want to start over by the projection token because I'm curious about something. Oh, I don't even have to because you rotate. Okay. Is this the quirk? Oh. The quirk, I would guess, is that it's not scripted to attack monsters, but it is specially scripted to attack B-throw. Hold on. I need to do this differently. If I'm actually going to get in its path, I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to do this. Yeah, because you're going to kill me. Okay, but now I've delayed you a few turns, maybe too many turns. Darn it! Why am I having trouble just setting this demonstration up? I'm almost positive this is what the quirk is going to be. Okay, we're gonna wait a few turns, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, and we're just gonna wait until we're here. Then we're gonna undo. So we're gonna delay you. All we have to do is delay you by a couple of turns, right? And then you'll be there. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, confirmed. Yeah, because I've looked inside the lemming scripting before. I kind of know what it's doing. So what's the point of you? Well, what is this room? The room is that we need to... we need to just release both of these plates. That's all there is to this, right? So the only reason that's a problem... Are you on arrows? No. Okay. So the only reason that's a problem is that I cannot get in here and just stab you. But if I were... because there are no arrows on these, all I have to do is blow up one of the water skippers using the keg, and then I've beaten the level. I've beaten the room. I don't know what function you serve. I don't know what function you could serve. I guess you could be a thing that gets this lemming to come bouncing back down here if it was going up this way. Don't really see how that would help me. No pushing weapons, so I can't just put the lemming on here. I wouldn't want it on the plates anyway. So I guess it would be useful to have you stuck in here somewhere so that you're a body to push this against. Alright, so... yeah, you do not activate the temporal split point, of course. It's not technically a token, I guess, even though it looks like one. Oh. Wow, I totally... I had these two switched. You're the one that doesn't rotate. Okay. So your purpose... well, one, to demonstrate that you don't trigger this. And two, potentially, to give a space for this lemming to come hitting up here. So killing you seems a lot less useful than just killing you. Or a lot less... This seemed... if this was a straight lemming, it did not seem that useful. This, as a straight tail lemming, is not entirely useless. So we could have you coming up... we could have you coming up this way. But how would we... How would we use a projection to create a barrier for you to eat the keg against in this area? Specific work or the way the lemming is scripted that you might not find another lemming holds, right? There's nothing I can do with you. I don't think. Because you're always... even if I started here, you're going to be a turn ahead of me, ahead of the projection. Wait, no, that is it, isn't it? The projection could hold you in place, theoretically. If I did something like this... the problem is... can't do that. And now I can't stop you. How about you? Are you ever going to... Yeah, you will loop around. Eventually you'll be here. I can use that. I can release this lemming to coincide with that lemming. Which one moves first? Okay, this one moves first. I can release this lemming to hit this lemming. And that'll give me a turn? Is that really going to make a difference? I don't suppose I could get you to push this keg into position for me. Right, because what I'm trying to do... I don't know if I've expressly stated this. I'm trying to get a position where I have this lemming stuck here would be fine, and I guess that's where it would be stuck in this example. I want it stuck here with me having a projection here. Okay, there's a couple of things that are wrong with this. Okay, so what's going to happen then is real-time B-throw. Real-time B-throw is going to have to disrupt this, or just stab this or something, to prevent it from ever blocking this, and then you're going to have to get there, but then somehow... Well, because you can hold this in place with your sword phase. You don't have to use your body, necessarily. I don't know. So, I can't do that. With my sword in this orientation, the fastest I can get onto that token... See, the problem is... if I do this, I can't step onto the token right away because I'm going to stab the lemming. So, but if I do that, or wait, or if I do that and then step backwards. It's kind of the same thing, except that my sword's in a different orientation. This might be okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Or 11 away, okay. Right. 11, and so I want you to be here at this point. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Lined up with the green door. Maybe? Oh, right. Well, that's obnoxious. Because then I'm going to have to lose another turn. I don't think this is going to work. Also, I lined that up too perfectly. I needed you. So in this situation, you would be here. You would be stuck for a turn. I would move here. You've moved down here. I'm already too late. And I have to hold you at this position because anywhere else doesn't blow up anything. So I got the powder keg behind you. Then real B throw pushes the powder keg here and then maneuvers this lemming into position. Okay. Well. Okay, well that didn't work. So, one before the green door at this point. Then we... do that. Going around this way is not going to make a difference, but I'm going to do it anyway. So that stalled it for a turn. Hold on. Right, the problem is I can't... do that. That's the problem. And then that's going to get me a turn too slow. Right. Because if I was one turn faster, I would have you stuck here rotating, which would give me time to get into position. Although that position would have to be stabbing this roach, or this lemming, right? In order to keep you in place. And that's not going to work. Okay, I think I'm doing this backwards. I hold you in position. And then I release you as this lemming is going up. Well, how could I do that? There's no way I can get to this token before the lemming. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So even if I started here, well, if I started here with my sword facing, I don't know, this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would I have time? 4, 5, 6. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have time to block you with the sword. Assuming I could even start over here. Which, I mean... I'd have to go quite a ways around if that's possible. Okay, is there something I'm not considering with this lemming? I could stall it a turn there, sure. But if I'm not hitting this along the way, then there's not really much point in just standing here with this lemming stuck on my sword. Okay, so maybe my starting orientation here isn't very good. But... problem with this seems worse, because now, yeah, this is the turn that you're stalled. So from here, I have 1, 2, 3 moves to block. Whereas with this orientation, I can gain that move. I mean, I can do that, but then what? Well, I mean, I could do that. Problem is, yeah, you move there. And also, I'm not a clone. But you will come back. I don't suppose I could start from here. And no, because even with because you're going to turn and it's going to take you forever. Alright, there's nothing sneaky I can just do at the powder keg. Not going to let me do that. No, I'm pretty sure it's one of these. Do that. That lets the lemming through for what good that's worth. But then again, I have this issue where I have to stab the lemming in order to keep this lemming in position. Okay. Well, what if do something like this? Oh, oops, that's just screwed everything up. Problem is, this slows me down too much. And even if I did something like that, then I have to find a way to get around without doing anything with the real B throw. Well, apparently we weren't done with the hard rooms. Wasn't sure how Postmastery was going to approach things. Like, I even think I saw the trick right away with the gimmick here, but now I'm not seeing how to actually utilize it. Because nothing that I'm doing will allow me to get a projection with its body being used to block a roach. And I can't use the projection as the body to block the keg. Like, that just doesn't work, because then the projection dies. Even if it tries to despawn at the end of the turn, it'll still die on the lemming's turn. I mean, I guess I don't technically know that 100%. So let's test it. We're gonna do this. And the projection's gonna die. Alright, this is on a 27? But no, there's no point in doing a despawn, because if I despawn on this turn, the lemming isn't going to blow it up, right? It's just going to push it. So it's a 27. This is the turn right before the lemming blows up. We despawn here. Yeah, it just pushes through. As expected. Can I use the Ormites somehow to change my sword orientation in a way that would be useful? Like, I don't know that they're necessarily decorative. They're probably not. There's probably at least one room where they aren't decorative. But what does that really let me do? It lets me turn like this. So what? I'm not here. I can get it. I can gain a turn by doing that. Okay, so I can get you into position quite easily without ever actually doing anything. But now the problem is I haven't hit the token. So when it comes time to do the handoff, so what? I can only keep you... Like, if I do the sword dance right, I can keep this lemming spinning forever in this spot. But I have to be here forever for that to actually do anything. So no, everything I can think of requires me to somehow hit this token without getting too far behind the lemming here. So I can gain a turn this way, but the problem with gaining a turn this way is that I'll die if I try to step into the same row. And no matter how much I try these things, it's never going to work. This is just the same sequence of moves over and over that I keep doing here. You're going to be one short. My sword is facing the other way. Hold on. My sword is facing the other way. Did that actually work? No, because now I have the issue where I can't run. Okay, that's how I use the Ormites. Well, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Let's say I do something like this. Yeah, I'm way too far away. And I can't. Because now I'm off. Okay, well obviously I'm just doing the same things over and over, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else and come back to that. I think I understand what the room's about, but there just don't seem to be any actions I can take. What about the other thing I had considered, where somehow I hold this in place with the projection and I send this one around? Well, I mean, that's the same thing. No, where I send this one in, and then I use the projection to... Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Why would I do that? I was gonna say, oh, and then I'll just block its move. No, that doesn't do anything. It blocks projection. The lemming's not gonna die, but then the lemmings just get so far ahead. There's no way to do that. There's also the issue of the turn order, because this one's faster. I have to have this lemming. Like, if I want to do something where I swap a lemming's position with a projection in order to use the property of the projection not being eaten by the lemmings, which I still don't see why I couldn't just use my sword in whatever situation I end up finding for that. But let's say I wanted to use that by substituting myself for a lemming. It would have to be substituting for this lemming. I just don't see any way to do that. I think... No, and again, I keep leaving because I'm going to go, and then I keep thinking of other things that I want to say. I might not be understanding how to step onto the slip point correctly. That could be the issue that I'm having. Because there might be a different arrangement that would be better than anything that I've tried. But, I mean, that's just going to end up in the same position. It's going to bump the lemming. No. Okay, we're going to look at this one. What's going on here? Force arrow is disabling, obviously. I need to kill this lemming. I need to kill this decoy in order to get out. To kill the decoy, I have to stab it. Let's see. A couple of issues that we have here. What I have to do is I have to stab the decoy. No, I can't let these pressure plates go off, so I have to kill all the evil eyes. But I have to put mirrors onto the plates. I'm pretty sure that's the mechanism here. So how do I get a mirror onto a plate using a bent tail lemming? I just want to quickly confirm something. Yes, you can push into a sword. Okay. Well, doesn't that make this relatively... let's not do that one, because it's going to be too late. Well, if I'm turning this way, I'm going to be too late anyway. That's fine. He'll just go around again. So... what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to get you do something like that. Yeah, I know, I need you to have blocked that. But I also need a mirror in this position. Okay, so this is actually pretty complicated. I need a ton of mirrors everywhere. Why was I putting a mirror here? I don't need a mirror here. Oh, well then this is actually a lot simpler than I was making it out to be. We're gonna do this. Oh right, there's a mirror there now. Well, that's fine. No, it's not. I'm gonna need another mirror. Oh, I can't even. Really? Okay, this room's just obnoxious. I have to do that in order to get a mirror. That's okay. I just need that one to block that lemming or that eye. And now this might be too high. It is. So you know what? You can go around again. Okay. There we go. That's one. Now hopefully now that we've gotten the first one, that'll make it a lot easier because I don't need to use mirrors to block as much. So I want to kill one of the ones in these rows next for sure. So, oh. Well that's a problem. It's fine. Okay, block. Block. That'll send you back onto the outer rim where it's safe for you to be. Okay, and then I will save. And save again, I guess. So how do I want to do this? I want to have you coming this way, probably. Could I do it with you coming this way instead? Yes, and I think I'd actually only need the one mirror if I did that. Which makes sense, because... because otherwise this is going to be really hard to do for the last one. Okay, well I solved this room then. That's sort of fine. It's not great, but it's not the worst. The worst thing. It is actually pretty bad. Okay, I can't actually let that happen. Oh, that just means that I don't have this. Ah. That just means that I don't have that mirror in that row. Because I have to let the lemming free. Okay. Alright. No, that was a fairly easy, straightforward room. I'm just assuming that blocking these, closing these doors isn't going to cause me any trouble. Particularly since I can get through this way. I'm probably just going to have to do a full loop before I can get into the center. Now, you know what? Let's actually just see right now what happens if I try to get into the center. What is preventing me? Well, trapdoor gate. See, I can break out of the trapdoor gate there. Yeah, I can't get around until I've cleared this room. Okay. And then I have to get through there. I have to have cleared this room. And this is blocked. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. And then these doors are reversed for some reason. I guess why not? That gives us a sense of scale here as well, I suppose. So presumably it's just going to be a little box like that, which means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more puzzle rooms? Plus those two, potentially. Alright, bent tail lemming, of course. We have a pressure plate maze. Okay, do not let the lemming ever activate any of these. And is anything going to turn any of these back on? Or back off? Can open any of them? Probably not, but I'm going to check anyway because I'm paranoid. Okay, so you're going to come down, you're going to hit that, it's going to be bad for me. I can just step in here. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get you to kill the serpent, and then in this lift ever, I get access to the decoy. Okay. Access to the decoy is nice because it lets me kill the lemming, I guess. So I don't want to step into this enclosure is what my initial assumption is. So how would I manipulate you? With that being the case. Like I can... Oh, okay. That would be how. I was saying on an arrow I can use my sword on some of these arrows. Do I need to hit all of these? Yes, I also need to hit all 3 orbs because there is an evil eye. There's no other way of dealing with. Okay, so is this just a follow the lemming path puzzle? Obviously I have to do that because I have to stop you from hitting this. Right, so this is just follow the path then, right? Oh, well, that's not following the path very well. I assumed you'd be able to bounce back for some reason. That is not the case. We could bounce you in that way. That doesn't help us. We never want to bounce off of this. Bouncing off of this doesn't help. So all that does is sits us here. We could bounce off of this though, and then... Well, no, then we'd... Well, for one thing, we just kind of go like this. Okay, so what can I actually do here? I could bounce off of this serpent, theoretically, if I don't actually get all the way in here. See, because I can turn around here, I can turn around here, or I can go in, but if I bounce off of this serpent, I'm just going to go here, so that's not going to help. Assuming that the timing lines up. So that's not it. So what path can I actually take that will get me past this pressure plate? I could stop the lemming on the arrow, but that would just send it up this way. And if I let it through that arrow, then it's just back in this loop. So using this, I have to be able to send it south somehow. The only way I can send it south seems to be here. False. I can do it off of this if I what? How do I do that? I need to get off of you. How can I ever be going up here though? Can't hit that. Okay, so I have to be going this way. I have to be going this way. Oh, I see it. That's okay. Yep. I let you step on that, and then I toggle it, and then I toggle it again, and that turns you around. Okay. And that'll send you in here. Is that what I want to do? Because I can toggle that. I think it is. That's a problem, isn't it? Alright, I guess I will send you back. And then we'll smash that. And you're still going to turn, even though there's no orb left. Interesting. That's not a nuance I was actually aware of. So having done all that, I can now send you in here, which lets me do that. And send you back. Yeah, there's not really anything else I can do with this, so that solved that part of it. How do I hit this? I guess send something south here. That doesn't work. Sending something this way isn't going to help me. Can't stop you with that. Could send you north on either of those. That just seems really bad. I could send you north here. And then... what? Then east and then back down south again? That doesn't do anybody any good. Ah, whoops, I definitely didn't want to do that. Okay. Can I use my sword to do anything sneaky? Blocking this tile doesn't help me, because then you're just going to go down here. Toggling that on or off doesn't matter. So, I mean, it seems like I have to do something here, don't I? Turn right, I don't want to... Turn right there. Let's try that. Yeah, this is what I was saying before. Right. Do that. Okay, and that gets you down there. Obviously, we're going to have to toggle that to prevent a catastrophic roach accident there. I mean, I don't really have any choices with any of the stuff that I'm doing. Here I do. Well, not really. I stopped you on the arrow, but that doesn't help, so I have to send you through. That's fine. Do that. You eat the orb. That deals with the eye. And then... I guess we're gonna hit this and go back up like that. Okay. And then we're gonna have an obnoxious portion of this where we have to kill this by time. We're gonna have to line the timing up with the serpent somehow. Maybe it'll just work the first time we try it. I think the way to do that... Well, I've been saving a lot, so it's fine. I think the way to do that is this. Yeah, timing didn't work out. There's nothing I can do about that. So I have to delay... I can only delay you by in increments of 2. We've learned this before. So how do I delay you 2 more turns? Well, okay, that's actually really easy. Well, no, it's not. You'll say, I'll just turn you around on that, but no, I can't, because turning you around on this only sends you here. Alright, is this loop divisible by 2 or divisible by 4? I mean, it will be divisible by 2, but is it also divisible by 4? So first of all, let's just send the lemming in here and then not count. Should we just not count? Is that a better way of doing this? Maybe. We'll just see if it works. How about that? Did that work? Nope, same parity as before. Alright, well, let's send it around this loop. See if that made a difference. Like, I could be counting these, but sending the lemming on the path just seems faster. Nope, again, wrong parity. Is this set up so that it's always the wrong parity and I have to come up this way? Can I come up this way? I don't think I can. I don't think there's any way to ever turn into here. Turn here. No, there's no way to ever turn into here. So it has to be here. So I just have to find a route that changes its parity somehow. Are any of these ever going to be off by 2? I don't think they are. Because... Oops. Oh, it was. Okay. Well, I didn't particularly want to count that, so I guess that's fine. The fiddliness of that last bit aside, the rest of this puzzle wasn't too bad, but I mean, it was... I don't know, just following a 4-arrow maze. Lemming pathing loops, which we've been doing a lot of, so we're familiar with that. I'm just gonna run through all the rest of these rooms, so that I can see... Okay, well I guess not. See everything on the mini-map so that we know what we have to work with. This is just going to be a silly room. Well, it might actually be difficult, but it looks mostly silly. Oh, don't kill the evil eye from passing through. Okay. Challenge! Activate the 4 pressure plates with the blue lemming. Alright, so we have one more challenge to go still. Oh, I see. Wow, that's just kind of awful. We'll keep this pressure plate held down at all times, huh? Anyway, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rooms and one more challenge. And I guess that's good for today. I completed 2 rooms, spent 20 minutes on one, and couldn't figure out what to do. We'll start looking at some of these other rooms here, I guess, in the next part. I will see you then.